Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be testing two Korean skincare products. I have here the Dr.G R.E.D Blemish Clear Moisture Cream and the Clear Soothing Cream. Do they work? Do they not? Let's find out together. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and like I said, today I'm going to be testing and reviewing the Dr.G R.E.D Blemish. We have here the Moisture Soothing Solution and the R.E.D Blemish Clear Moisture Cream. And they're two very similar creams, and I'm still not even sure about what's the difference between these two, to be honest. But of course, we're going to actually be finding out today about that. So let's start with the R.E.D Blemish Clear Soothing Cream first. So let's open up this baby up. Let me grab a pencil so we can open up this nicely without breaking the box. Okay. And right off the bat, I'm already obsessed with this. Look at that. It comes with a spatula right up front. This is so cute. This is so hygienic, by the way. All right. And here we have the actual component. So we're gonna put this on the side. Okay. So this is what the actual component looks like. Of course, this is like, I don't want to say this is like cheap plastic, but this is definitely like more high-end type of plastic. It low-key feel like if I throw this at someone, they're actually gonna freaking, it's gonna hurt. So, and it smells so good. By the way, I kind of already opened this one because this is kind of like the one that I've been using a lot lately. But I'm going to show you the other one later about how the packaging actually is, because actually it's very fascinating, because I don't think I ever seen the packaging, at least the seal being that nice. But let me go through what it actually says on the website. So I am on the website right now at drg.com, and let's go to the collection, which is the R.E.D Blemish collection, and of course this is the soothing one, Clear Soothing Cream. Alright, so right off the bat, it usually retails for $69, but apparently it's still on sale for $34.95, and it has 7 milliliters. And this is apparently the #1 Korean soothing cream, 100 hours of long-lasting hydration, and reduces redness, and has 10 Zika ingredients. Alright. How to use: apply a proper amount to the face evenly, then lightly cover the skin with palms of your hands to help the product absorb. Alright. Doesn't really give me any other information. It's very self-explanatory. Like, it does help with like a blemish and all that stuff. Could kind of really, if you have really, not red skin, like red skin, like blemishes, stuff like that, this is something definitely for you. And I have to be honest with you, I have been using this cream for a minute now. The one that I have not used yet is the moisturizer one, to which I'm going to be doing for the next few days. So I'm kind of filming this right now in the middle. So right off the bat, I can already tell. By the way, the smell of it, there's like no smell. Like, and even if I can decide the smell, it's like very clean. So it is not like neutral. It just smells really clean. And there's this consistency. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's very gelatin look like, and I am obsessed with that. If you've been following my videos for skincare reviews for a minute, you know that I'm obsessed with gels, because it really does absorb really fast into the skin. And this one, it is definitely not like other. But before following this, actually when I first got the notification that I was receiving, because yes, I did receive this, but of course it was a free product, I received it, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm going to be giving you guys my actual thoughts. So when I did receive this, actually then, and I always request a tracking, shipping tracking number or something, so I can keep track of my products, so can I really, cooperate with the whole process or logistics. And I have to say that this actually came straight from South Korea. I'm gonna show you the picture right here with a screenshot of the whole shipping situation. It actually came from Seoul. So I was like, oh my god, this is actually, because I feel like sometimes a lot of products that are out here in the market in the US, are very like, oh, you know, it's Korean, but they don't actually come from Korea, or they're already here. And I'm like, this one actually came straight from Korea. So that's even more amazing, I think. And so yeah, so that's what this one does so far. Like, so now let's open up the next one. All right, now we have the R.E.D Blemish Clear Moisture Cream. And once again, I have my little pencil here to help me open the packages. And I have not actually opened this one yet, because I want to try this one for now. I already have my thoughts about the other one, but I want to, of course, leave those for the end of this video. So once again, it does come with a spatula, so I found that's very fascinating. All right, it's very similar to the other one. Of course, this one just has a little more of a blue color. The other one has a little bit of a green, and it is not open yet because I wanted to show you guys what its seal looks like. And this seal, not gonna lie, I was like, oh my god, I've never seen this before. And I have opened so many products before in my life, but this one I had never seen it like this, and it's so like super amazing. I don't even know what to compare it to, because I don't think I ever seen this something like this before. And I do apologize. I am not sick. Actually, just allergies. I don't know why. It was a lot of rain today up here around my house, and the allergies, I don't know, I think the pollen, I'm allergic to everything in life, so I don't know why they just opting up right at the moment that I started doing this video. So I'm definitely going to be taking some medication right after this, so you know, just if that bothers you, I'm sorry. But okay, so it says to the opening to the packaging. Come on, can we focus? No, doesn't want to focus. All right, but you guys can see it says pull here. So basically it's like a little spatula that has a little thing here, and then you just pull it, and then it rips the I don't even want to call it like the actual seal. And look at that, it opens so nicely without even having you to even touch it. Look at that, without even touching it. I mean, there's still a product here to which I do want to actually, I don't want to touch this with my hands, because that's what we have the spatula for. But I do want to feel it straight from the package. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so I have to say that this one's a little bit thicker than the other one. Oh, but it feels amazing. It still has the same consistency, and I can, you know, even though I'm putting it in my hands right now, this absorbs so fast. And mind you, right now my skin is not like super dry as usually is, so the fact that it's absorbing is so really fast makes me really happy about it, and gives me really high hopes. All right, so let's see what actually says on the website for this one, and then we're actually going to be comparing to see what the difference between these two are, because I am still not sure about exactly what the difference of these two are. Alright, so now we have here the Dr.G R.E.D Blemish Clear Moisture Cream. Remember, the other one is soothing, this one's moisture. So this one retails for $78, and right now it's on sale for $39. So it's a little more spicy than the other one. And what it is, literally around the website it says it: a soothing, hydrating cream that calms irritated skin with a natural derived ingredients formulated with 5 Zika complex. So compared to the other one, it said 10 Zika ingredients. This one says 5, and it says to hydrate sensitive skin, quick absorbing gel moisture, delivers hydration to fatigue skin without stickiness. Which I put it in my hand and feels like it feels so nice. How to use: keep away from children, for external use only, do not use on wounds or if you have allergic to any ingredients of this product. Okay, and I have to say that compared to the other one, to the soothing one, this one definitely has a more, I can tell it has a little bit of a fragrance. It has a little bit of a cosmetic type of a smell to it compared to the other one. The other one is more neutral. This one is more, it kind of has a little more, I can kind of see why it says to not do this on wounds or open and things like that, because I do feel like it may have a little bit of like something irritating that can be irritating to the skin or to open wounds. So it says, what else is here? Oh, it does have the ingredients that can be a little bit acid, did action, 5 Zika. Okay, so I think I finally figured out the difference between these two, even though it is right there in the title. But you know, sometimes it's better to be to check to just, you know, make sure everything. So now I can tell you what the difference between these two are. So this one, the soothing one, is tend to be more for reducing redness, and then the moisturizer, or as the title says it, is supposed to be more to actually moisturize the skin. The both work very similar, but it is highly recommended for the soothing one to use on skin that is mostly irritated, and then the moisturizer, if you have irritation or things like that, then it's probably not for you. This is something for a little bit more of normal, if you're, looking for actually just moisture. This is definitely something. It still has some of the soothing and everything ingredients, but it's mostly recommended for just moisturizer. If you want soothing and sensitive skin, then this one is definitely the one that is probably going to be the better for you, even though both says that it is good for normal to dry skin and things like that. But for what I smell and for I've been seeing and for what I read, those are my two recommendations for these two. Like I said, I have been using this one only because I have noticed that, especially since like my last video that I created, I had like this weird thing going on my forehead and things like that, but it actually went away, and I have been using this one, and a lot of the redness and everything on my skin has completely disappeared. And I can tell also because I'm barely wearing any makeup right now in this video, so that's how I can tell. Like literally everything went in so smoothly. I barely have anything on, so I am very pleased with this one already. I actually have a little bit of a clip that I want to show you of me using this product basically for the last like maybe 5 days or so. So there's that. Alright, so that's me using the Soothing R.E.D Blemish Cream. Now, for moving forward, starting today, I'm actually going to be using this one to really see what the moisturizer really does. Even though I had to say that this, the Soothing one has really done a really nice job in neutralizing my skin tone and things like that. But I still, I wouldn't mind a little bit more moisturizer, I guess. So I'm going to be using this one for the next few days. And then, of course, I'm going to be giving you guys my final thoughts about this one at the end of this video. But for now, I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on the Soothing Cream. So for the Soothing Cream, I do think that, like I said, it has done beautiful on my skin. It has definitely reduced a lot of redness, especially like right here on the sides of my skin. And like I said, like all these little freaking pimples that I got, like sips, I don't know, where those were, they all completely gone thanks to, of course, the exfoliators and things like that. But also I've been using this, like I said, for the last 5 days, and it has definitely been a lifesaver. I love the fact that it's very light on the skin and it soars so fast, and it leaves my skin feeling just so nice. Like I love skincare, like because of that. Like I just love the way that I just like to use these products, put it on my skin, and it just feels nice and relaxing. And that's how I know the product is working, when it makes me feel nice and good. Because I had tested some other products, which to be honest with you, I don't think I ever filmed any of those. Which I think I'm gonna do like products that I don't like, where I literally try them on, and like after a few days, like my skin is crying for moisturizer, like it's crying for help, or I start breaking out a lot because of that. But this one, as you can see, it's not doing any of that, and I am actually really excited to actually continue using this one. I mean, if the moisturizer is better, I'm really hoping that maybe I can even use it maybe during the winter. So now that it's getting warmer, maybe this one will be better, because sun and things like that can actually be irritating to the skin. Meanwhile in the winter, I mean, even though the cold, but I think to have more drier skin during this winter season, so I want to see maybe that one could actually be really good. But of course I'm going to be tested out for the next 5 days. So far this was definitely a must. Oh, and before I go out to my last review for the moisturizer, I want to talk about the spatula situation, because this is amazing. Like, I love when products literally come, but I've only seen this type of situation happen in the more expensive type of skincare routine. But mind you, these are like $35 to like $39. So for being for Korean and actually came from Korea, like between you and I, that's basically cheap. And like People literally pay $30 just to save like a small box, and that's not even it. So this one is definitely a plus, and I love the quality of it. And of course the packaging and everything is very simple. It does come in English and in Korean, and it basically says the same thing as what I just read before, so nothing special there. Okay, so now it is time for me to be trying the moisturizer cream for the next few days, and I guess I see you guys on my last review for this product. Alright, it's been a few days since I've been using the R.E.D Blemish Clear Moisture Cream, and I want to start actually something that I completely forgot. What I just literally noticed doing this week is that all of the products have this little gray dots, which I know that if you have, like, if you're blind or have time, like, you know, reading and stuff like that, these actually are sign language, like visual feeling way for you to be able to read them. So I thought, you know, that's very accessible for people who may have those hardships in reading or understanding. This will actually able to make the difference, and it's also on the box itself. So you know how hard it is to put this on the box? This is iconic, and I really love it. All right, so like I said, I've been using this for a few days now, and I can definitely feel the difference between this one and the soothing one. A little goes a long way. I'm gonna just pat it in my skin. And like I was saying, I definitely do feel the difference between this one and the other one. And I have to say that this one is probably what I would like to consider more like a normal moisturizer. This one definitely feels a bit thicker. It's as if I was putting two of the soothing one, if that makes sense. Like this one feels a little more thicker and the aspect of that, but it still has the same feeling to it. Like it's just very absorbent. Literally just put it on, it's already absorbent in my skin. It really gives me this really nice glow. And like I said, it does give me that moisturizer. Kind of like, I mean, it's not, there's no actual fragrance, but I think it's the ingredients that just gonna make it more cosmetic like. I have to say that that one, actually the moisturizer, reminds me a lot to this e.l.f. moisturizing cream, at least in the feeling aspects. I know there's literally very good difference, but I am obsessed with this one for many years, like maybe 10 years now. Of course the ingredients are not the same, but I already love this one. This is like my backup if I run out of moisturizers, but that one is definitely, I do feel like it's a little bit more of an upgrade on that one, at least a little bit. But if you have to compare between the soothing and this one, I do have to say that this one is a lot thicker. So if you haven't moisturized, like if your skin is very dry and things like that, that one must be something that you want to use. Or I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh my god, what if you use them both? So the soothing one helps with the redness. So you know, if you have a lot of redness but still have a lot of dry skin, I would highly think that using the soothing first, let that soak in, and then go with the moisturizer right after. Amazing. Those two together, I think it will be amazing. And right now, of course, like I said, I have been using the moisturizer, and my skin has been really nice especially after the soothing. Like I did that for 5 days, and I think that really calmed my skin down a lot. And then using the moisturizer was like a really nice little like a splash of water into my skin, and for a really nice combination. So using them both together, I think it makes an amazing difference. So in conclusion, for the moisturizer, I am obsessed with it. Like I said, I think I'm actually going to be using both of them at the same time. I think I'm going to continue using the soothing one now that it's getting warmer and my skin, you know, like sunburn and things like that. But then I'm still going to keep the moisturizer for like more like a wintry, or you know, for those days that I just like, I need more hydration, then I will definitely continue using the moisturizer. So right now, I think I'm gonna stick to the moisturizer for like another week or two to really just give my skin a more hydrated skin look for the summer, and then probably continue, you know, bringing it down with the soothing one. And then, you know, it's all about listening to the skin. You know, your body knows best. So if you feel like your skin needs hydration, that's what you need. If you think you need a little bit more whatever you think you need, that's exactly what you might need to do. But now I'm very happy that I have these two products that I can count in, and also the prices are not bad at all, and I definitely see myself repurchasing this item. I have repurchased a lot of different items that I really obsessed with, and of course there's nothing wrong by upgrading to something better. And I love the fact that I actually have been into a lot of Korean skincare. Like, you know, I recently reviewed my Sika enhanced toner, and I think this one has definitely have made a lot of change in my skincare. So I'm lucky, like kind of like upgraded my skincare to Korean, and I have been obsessed with it. And the fact that, I mean, just look at the results, like I'm obsessed with it, and I'm really happy how this all turned out. Alright guys, those were my personal thoughts on those two products. Please make sure you guys subscribe so I can start making more videos like this. Of course, there's a lot more other reviews and things like that on my channel, so make sure you guys check those out. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to follow me on my personal Instagram and social media accounts at Javier Ortiz N1. And I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you guys on my next video. Bye bye.